We're gonna start.
All right, ready.
Hello and welcome to From Salem with Love. My name's Jacob and I am Fiber Dreams by Jacob on Instagram and TikTok. And this is...
I'm Anna Campos. I own Circle of Stitches in Salem, Mass. And Jacob's my BFF. And we are here to talk about knitting and other various things. So
I'm not allowed to bring up the thing I said last episode.
Yeah. You know, again, not an every episode kind of thing. Which,
Okay.
we already brought it up in the live, so.
We did.
Anyway.
All right.
So, what are you wearing today?
I am wearing the Astrius sweater by Raglan. It is knit in Malabrigo.
Of course.
What's the name of the
This is
worsted?
Oh, Rios.
Malabrigo Rios. This is, you said Ba, and then this one's Frank Ocean.
Ochre.
I,
Frank Ocean?
I always call it Frank Ocean. I don't know why. Or Okra. Or Ogre. Or something. I can never get the last part of it right.
That's funny, because we always talk about the colors the first
We
time you
do.
messed it up on here.
I
But
know.
Frank Ocean, that's pretty funny.
Frank Ocean.
Ooh. I love this sweater.
Sorry.
It's
It's
so
actually, it's Jeremy's sweater, but I
you
stole
knitted
it.
it, so-
And
You knitted it.
I texted him before this, so he can't put any shady comments below. And told him I was going to wear this.
He's gonna put them anyway.
He will.
Hmm.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And what are you wearing?
So today I am wearing the basic Raglan by Locatelli, and it's knit in Harrisville nightshades, and it has a lot of cat hair on it. But this is the, oh my goodness, what's that color called? It's the purple one. Talk Radio. Talk Radio. So here you can see all my pills and my cat hair and the purple. But as you can see, this sweater is very, very well loved, and I'm actually really happy because I just fixed a hole in the sleeve. So right here, there used to be a hole.
There is no longer a hole.
And I finally fixed it, and I'm so excited that I can wear it again. So you can see on the inside my little ends from adding in new yarn and fixing it.
Ooh.
So this one was bad. I do a lot of repairs, but the black like tweedy yarn was a struggle.
All right.
But
I have never repaired anything yet. I think it might be, that would just be mental breakdown and cry when that happened for me, but and then eventually I'd probably text Anna and be like, how do I do this? And then she'd be like, look it up, and then I'll help you, maybe.
I'm a lot more willing to help than that. You make me
I
sound
know.
so bad. So, so a few years ago at my retreat, which, I'm canceling again in person this year because COVID, but I was teaching a mending class, and I had everyone, knit a swatch to practice repairing. And then in class when I said, all right, everyone, now grab your scissors and cut a hole in your swatch, and everyone just went, someone's like, well, you didn't warn us. And I'm like, well, how'd you think you were going to mend it?
If you warned them, they wouldn't have done it.
No, but like you need holes to mend, but like
It is
just a
true.
shock,
That, I think putting scissors near any type of knitting is scary. But,
That's true.
just me.
Yesterday I definitely cut the top off of somebody's sweater because the yoke wasn't fitting right on top, so we're doing surgery.
It's okay. I did surgery on my lace the other day. Somehow I managed to fix it with a crochet hook, so
Good
it
job.
doesn't look as wonky.
Alright. So, we have a viewer question to answer. What is your favorite fiber or fiber blend to knit with or wear?
So I am definitely. I've played with other ones like I do the Harrisville. You said Cormier?
It's American Cormo is the
American
nightshades,
Cormo.
which you've
Okay.
used, yeah.
But I definitely tend to be more of a merino wool type of knitter. I just like how it feels and it's soft when it's done.
Yeah.
That's my favorite to knit with currently.
Yeah.
Oh wait, and then no, never mind. I'm having little, and the arbor. I like that one too.
Oh yeah, that's American Targhee.
Okay,
So in different lamb's wool.
so
Which is also really
maybe
nice.
I'm not as basic as I thought. I do experiment with other types of yarn.
I didn't call you basic on camera.
Well, I call myself basic.
Okay, so I am a really big fan of merino wool too. That's one of the first fibers that I fell in love with, and I think I'm always gonna really love it. But I've learned to kind of move away from merino and really enjoy the more rustic yarns. And the really interesting thing is that like merino is a lot more popular on the East Coast, and folks on the West Coast tend to have more appreciation for rustic yarns, which is really interesting. But so, Harrisville, obviously this one is Cormo, so it's a little more rustic and I love it. I'm a big fan of like Brooklyn Tweed Shelter, which is Targhee. I love wearing linen. I don't love knitting the linen so much, but it's really nice to wear. And a merino linen blend is also really awesome to work with.
I'm curious also about a merino silk blend.
Merino silk blend, it's, the silk is a little inelastic, so it's got beautiful sheen, beautiful drape. It's not my favorite to like work with.
Okay.
But,
Who knows?
Yeah. So what are your favorite yarns to work with? Let us know.
Yeah, comment down below. What are your favorite types of yarns? And also comment below what your favorite garments to knit are.
All right. So, you're going to share a pattern with us today.
Yes.
We were having a lot of, the Nouverie cowl.
Thank you. So, I should know the name because I'm absolutely obsessed with this cowl. I've shared it on my stories. I've shared it everywhere.
Found it in the newsletter.
I did find it in the newsletter too. The newsletter's awesome. It shows. Last week, actually, in the newsletter, you had that big chunky shawl that you had posted, and I fell in love with it and bought it right then.
Oh, thank you.
But
yeah, I work hard in the newsletter, so you should definitely sign up for that.
Yes, but going back to that cowl, it's just so pretty. It's got like these I think it's pearl, and then they have like a twisted stitch.
It looks like a twisted rib type of thing.
Yeah,
we should drop in a picture.
We should right now, and it's just got all these fun lines and different like type of structures with knitting, and I'm just so obsessed, and it's so yummy, and I just want to grab it and throw it on me.
Yeah, it's Art Nouveau inspired, so the lines are like really
so good.
Sinewy and beautiful.
But let's show some colors it could be in.
Yeah, do it.
All right. So the first color I kind of picked, and the only reason I kind of picked, I don't know, it's a New England thing, so if you're watching from another area, you might have to Google it, but whatever. This color, I'm obsessed with it, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of Salmon Falls pottery. So for me, it's kind of got a little bit of it's kind of homey, because Salmon Falls is out of Dover, New Hampshire, so it just makes me feel all types of homey, and I think it would look so cool knit up.
Aww, that's La Bien-Aimée Merino DK.
Yep, and I'm sorry, I didn't even tell you the color.
Le Grand Nuage.
Think of her. I would never. I'm a mess.
I think it means the big cloud, I think.
Maybe. I know grand is big.
Well, yeah,
large.
Yes, the nuage part that I'm not so sure about, but I think it might be cloud.
All right, and then this one, I'm obsessed with this color as well. It's rust, but it's such a pretty, yummy color. And then the La Bien-Aimée, which is so soft and like, just put it all over me. Yeah, sorry, getting weird.
Oh, as if this is the first time you're getting weird. You've never been weird on this podcast before.
Ever.
This is
I
the first
keep it
time.
together. I'm 100% not weird or awkward ever.
I love you so much.
All right. And then we were supposed to do turns, but I guess I'm just doing all of mine.
That's fine.
And then this one is High Garden, and I thought this would be nice and sweet and cute, and it almost kind of reminds me of like a tropical beach sand.
Yeah, it's got some nice, subtle, like, kettle dyed tones.
Yeah. So those are my color choices for this pattern that we're showing you. And I'm going to hand it over to Miss Anna Campos.
So I actually picked colors that would be similar, like options that would be similar to the colors shown, because I'm just like a really big fan of kind of those gold tones. And so I think the one that would be closest is Brooklyn Tweed Arbor, and this color is called Klimt. And that would give you like a beautiful gold color, and like this is really good yarn for stitch definition, so the pattern would show up really well and pop really well. Another option would be Woolfolk Tauve DK, and this color is a little bit darker but still kind of in that color family. And this color is color number 04. They don't have very inspired names, I'll be honest, but it's really beautiful and luscious, and it's not going to have as much structure as the Arbor. It's going to have more drape, which you can see in the skein. Right, that's a way to check drape. Like, look at how the skein's kind of different, but it'll drape really beautifully. And if you want something that's a little more budget friendly and can be machine washed, Berroco Ultra Wool DK is actually a really good like workhorse yarn, and this color is called Butternut. So there you go.
And they're all very pretty.
Yeah. So those
got
are my
that
suggestions.
Yellow tone that both of us love.
That's true.
It is.
I definitely didn't pick that color because I love that color. No.
No.
I'm a little obsessed. So,
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh wait, yeah, we are doing that.
Yeah, we are. We are twinning today.
Ooh.
Yay!
Oh man.
Okay.
All right.
So the pattern that I want to share today is called Alanis by Elizabeth Smith, and I will admit that first when I saw it, like I just had all like the '90s feelings of like Alanis, but I actually really love the pattern. Elizabeth Smith is a designer based in Maine. And she does just really good, like, basic wearable pieces, and she's really good at layering. And so Alanis is, like, just a really cute little, like, wool t-shirt that's intended to be layered over stuff like a little vest. So I'm going to pop in a picture now. And you can see that it's just, like, the cutest little, you know, like, short sleeves, perfect to layer over something. Like I could layer it over this like flannel shirt, and it has that cute little pocket, which you can do with a contrast color. And so one of the yarns that she called for in the original design, I'm off screen, was Brooklyn Tweed Shelter, which we love because it's, you know, U.S. made and it's Fun in New Hampshire by Harrisville. And this is one of my absolute favorite colors, newsprint. So you could do it, you know, with something like that, which would be awesome. They also have some really beautiful neutrals. Like this color is called Fossil. I'm a big fan of sap, and you know, you could do a neutral with just like the color done in that pop, since they have the little contrast pocket. You could also, if you're liking that sort of more rustic look, this is Harrisville Watershed. I think this color is called Silver Lake, and you can see it's got some really pretty tweedy bits in there. This color is called Stone Wall, and it's a gray, but still it has, you know, little flecks of color. And it is a more rustic yarn, you know, so it's not as soft against the skin, but it's a layering piece, so it's kind of perfect, right? This is the perfect thing to warm you up a little bit. And if you wanted something a little with a softer hand, we haven't really talked much about this yarn. This is Pebble Island by Rowan, and it's really beautiful and has crisp stitches, but it's really soft. Touch this.
Ooh.
All right, so this
Okay,
is Falkland Island wool. Like, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
And this, you know, soft purple color is called Desire. There you go. So
I was trying to broaden my yarn vocabulary and see what it was a mix of.
Falkland Island wool. Hold on, I'm making a mess here. And of course you can do it in Malabrigo Rios, which we love. And I think it would be really fun to do the body in Sunset with like a fuchsia pocket. Isn't this fuchsia? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the skin's kind of coming apart on me, but I think that would be really fun, right? Like this is the whole body, and you just have that little peak right here.
Peekaboo.
And then, last but not least, Berroco Ultra Wool also comes in worsted weight, and it's just really good, basic machine washable yarn. They have really excellent colors, so it would actually be really good in this too. So hopefully that gives some options for, you know, everybody's tastes.
Yes.
And what's the next pattern that you want to share?
We were doing the honeycombs shawl. So
painting honeycombs.
Painting honeycombs, because fangirl of Stephen West right here. Anywho, so this one, I've been interested in knitting it for a bit. I haven't quite picked up the needles on it yet, but I have some choices to show you. And the reason kind of this was brought to my brain again was that he is coming out with a book for the all of his kind of painting honeycomb, painting bricks, and painting other things. Though I have experience knitting the painting bricks shawl, which is kind of it looks like it's kind of along the same lines as this honeycomb shawl. It's just like layering with the different things. So for that, I have a couple of fade sets that I'm going to show you, but some people don't like to do like the color changes as they go. So I wanted to show another option that you could potentially do with this pattern is that you could have like your main color, and then you could get one of the Zower balls. And so this is Zower balls, or even the spin cycle that's behind us. You could do that as well. But these will fade for you, so you don't have to keep on doing constant color changes.
You can actually see the gradient on the back of the tag right there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so even though you can't tell in the ball, like these are gradient yarns.
Yeah.
And so is spin cycle. For anyone who hasn't worked with spin cycle, like you can't tell in the skein, but this is going to knit in a gradient. So it's kind of a, you know, color work cheat, for lack of better work, to, you know, make it look fancier than it was to knit. Yeah,
and so we're actually, before we go any further, we should probably drop a picture of the pattern that we're talking about. So right here. And then we'll move on to the fade sets that we were doing. So Anna helped me with the first one that I'm going to show you, because I was like, you know how sometimes when you're in a mode and you're just like, I'm just going for all the same colors all the time. Mm-hmm. And that was me earlier. But, so, we're going to do this lovely...
So this one is in La Vietnamese Sock.
Yes, it is.
Do you need to hold some stuff?
Oh, I just dropped stuff. I mean, we're great. All right, so I'll hand this one to you.
Okay. So this is a La Vietnamese Sock fade. So this color is Drea.
And then this color right here is Jasper.
Okay.
And then your last color, Sanho. Right there. So that's the last color of your fades. And then it would go from here to here. And then you would end up with your main color that would be this one that would crisscross all over the tops of these ones here.
What's that one called?
And this one, yeah, that's a good idea.
Drogon.
And so that's
yeah, because I love how like the flecks in the dark kind of reflect the flecks in this one. Mm-hmm. You know, like kind of picking up on the reds.
And so when you do that, when you're doing your fade with that, you might want to, like, when you think you're going to start changing your colors over, just do like maybe like a 1 and 1 and then a 1 and 2 and then go into the next color.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
When you're knitting.
1 and 1 what?
1 and 1 color changes. Never mind.
Rose?
Yeah.
Oh, rose. Okay.
That.
I was like, 1 what?
You'll notice when you talk to me all the time, my brain goes faster than when I actually put out into the world and my voice. So it happens a lot with me. So don't worry if you're ever confused. Everyone is. So. And so let's put these ones back.
Yeah. I'll deal with it.
Sorry.
I'll deal with it. It's okay.
Mom, I need an adult. Alright, so the next set of colors are in Malabrigo. So would suggest you'd start with this lovely lighter color.
Oh, Geppetto. Yeah, this is part of the Disney colorways from Malabrigo. So this is Geppetto.
And then we'd go into Tin Soldier. Ooh, I'm good. I'm going to be able to do all these.
Maybe it's not Disney. Maybe it's just like folklore or something. But yeah, there's definitely no, because there's an Ursula. I think it is Disney specific.
Yeah, and it is. Didn't Disney take over like the Nutcracker too?
I don't know.
It was on Disney Plus, so it's got to be something.
I don't know.
And then Marte.
That's super pretty.
And then, so your other one that you would go on top of that this would be your main color, would be Pearl. Oh. And then all of them together would make your little fade.
I really like that one.
It is very pretty.
Nice. All right. Okay.
All right, and then I have one more for you. I feel like this is the most Jacob and Anna-ish.
That's true, because it has like
all of them.
Yeah, it has like our colors.
Yeah. So I don't know if you're ready, but there might be that color that we always pull up in this one.
Frank Ocean?
Yep, Frank Ocean. If you're listening, Malabrigo, change it to Frank Ocean so I can pronounce it right.
Okay, so Tin Soldier.
Tin Soldier.
Okay.
And then, again, I talked about Archangel. This was the first...
yeah, but this is such a good skein. Look at that.
Look
at these
so
purples.
Good.
Okay, this skein in particular is amazing.
So if I don't buy that after the episode, y'all can be running and try to bang down the door because it's here.
Seriously, that's a really good skein.
It is so good.
Look at these purples. Anyways.
We're not distracted at all. And then our last color with
the
this...
wolf fumes.
Oh. Alright, so...
This is bad. Like, the more we do this, like, the
more goofy we get. And
the less we
but, I mean, at least people like that they feel like they're hanging out with us.
Or maybe not.
Maybe they're not. Maybe they're just watching it because we're just weirdos and they're like, what the hell are these people going to do next?
Probably. Alright.
Alright, well, at least for fun.
Alright, Sabiduria, yes. Which means wisdom. Okay, seriously, this color combination is amazing.
Alright, and then, because I've renamed this color now, you're going to add it in Frank Ocean.
Frank Ogre might be appropriate.
Oak.
That might be more appropriate.
It's not even green, though.
Okay, it's not ocean colored either.
It's not.
And it doesn't look like Frank Ocean.
Maybe this person wears a lot of yellow. We don't know. We don't know his color preferences.
Well, this is really good one.
All right.
Sweet.
So, I'll take those back. Wait.
All right.
we're all done with the yarn show and tell right now, I think.
Yeah, so the next pattern that I wanted to show is actually one of my patterns, and it's the Dreamweaver socks, and I'm going to drop in a photo right now. And the reason I wanted to share that is because we got some of the comments on our last episode about why cuff down. And this is the reason that I hear the most, is that people prefer cuff down because they want their sock to have a gusset. And I don't know why people think that toe-up socks don't have gussets, because the photo that I just showed definitely has a gusset. I'm going to show it again. I'm going to zoom in on that gusset. So those are toe-up socks, and you can definitely have a proper gusset if you're going toe-up, and therefore I guess I would like to challenge you cuff-down folks to try my pattern and see how you feel about it and see how you feel about the fit. I actually put this photo on my Instagram like maybe a couple of years ago in my Instagram stories because we were having exactly this discussion about sock heels, and I posted this and I said, do you think this was cuff down or toe-up? And most people guessed cuff down.
And this one in particular too has that really pretty, almost like, not like the cowl, but it has like those lovely little lines in the front, right?
Yes, yeah, it's the one that has like the crisscross lines, yeah. And since we're in front of this beautiful wall, La Bien-Aimée Super Sock, is it Super Sock that it's called? Yes, wow, I just had a brain part. Would be really, really good for that pattern. You know, anything with like speckles is perfect. This is rose quartz. But yeah, any of the La Bien-Aimées would be beautiful. Okay, this one is amazing. Pop grunge is what this is called. Okay, seriously?
Bringing me back to my high school years of the grunge in me.
Let me show some photos of teenage Jacob on here.
No.
Okay, if you want to see photos of teenage Jacob, please comment below, because I think we can convince him.
No. Absolutely.
You'll talk about poop and you won't show a freaking photo?
Because you all will be mortified. It's that bad. Like,
I'll show one if you show one.
And also, my mom watches this, so so she probably, there's a way of getting them.
Can you please send them to me, Cheryl, please?
No. Mom, I will not fix your shawl.
I'll fix it.
No, she won't. And you aren't going to drive to Salem to give it to her, so.
You can mail it to me. We'll talk. Anyway.
Like, do you really think that they're ready for, like, Liberty spikes and
yes,
overly gelled hair?
Yes.
Ooh.
I'm so ready, especially because now the 90s are coming back.
It was pink at one point,
right? But like apparently I'm not supposed to do a side part anymore. Sorry, it's not changing. I'm not going back to middle part. Anyway,
I mean, there are lots of things we're not supposed to do, but the 90s is coming back, which is why there's going to be a lot more cool patterns that are 90s inspired, which I'm okay with.
I'm not wearing Jenkos again.
Who should?
Okay, so anyway, you finally understood the wonder of the knitting cords, and you're getting some.
I did. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sorry, we got distracted again. Story of my life. But so yeah. You got all the new rainbow colors in. So
yeah, we restocked the colors, and they're beautiful.
So we're gonna show you the colors again.
Yeah. I can hold 3 if you hold 3.
I hold 3. So we got this lovely orange. I'm gonna give you ones that I like to go together.
And the pink. Pink.
First.
It's a gradient, Jacob.
It's not a gradient.
Yes, it is. That's what makes it a rainbow. Okay.
Oh, now I show you.
So, purple first. Make a rainbow.
I am not doing there. And then you can't even see the purple because my fingers can't hold things, apparently. There you go.
Jeremy's probably watching this, like, having a fit.
His eye is twitching. His eye is twitching.
Because we're such a mess.
He has a notebook out. He's taking
notes to tell us how to do better. But yeah, so we have all the colors now. And I know they can be, so this is mauve, actually, believe it or not, this bright one. And this is the pink. And is that one violet?
Yes.
Yeah, violet and mauve, so you can tell the difference. So which color did you pick for you?
I am always going to go for probably the brightest. I didn't see yellow, so probably this one.
Nice. And that is the green. Yeah, the light green. Mm-hmm. Awesome. And so I have 2 little bits of news that I want to share. The first is that we have the 5th Spirit Tarot back in stock. And I don't know to say, hey, tarot friends. I know that some of my tarot group is watching our podcasts. I'm going to knock everything over here on the screen. So this is one of my favorite tarot decks because it's called Fifth Spirit Tarot, and it's a contemporary deck created by a non-binary artist called Charlie Claire Burgess.
Ooh.
And their tarot is really amazing, and it has modern contemporary imagery, and it's super, super diverse and inclusive. So I'm going to show you some of the cards here that are really amazing.
So
cool. Oh yeah, so I'm going to pass you some. So yeah, our Page of Cups, our King of Cups is actually Mr. Rogers, which is amazing.
They really did. They did really good at like representing everyone.
They really did. And so here's the Knight of Cups. And so it's a really beautiful deck. It's super inclusive. I'm going to show some more. Sorry, I'm just going to hand off stuff so that I can show some of the beautiful cards. And so it's really amazing, but also like if you're really dorky about cards like I am, the feel of this is amazing. They have like a nice linen finish. And so check out these amazing cards. So I definitely support getting this, and I think this is the final independent printing, so you should definitely get it while you can, because it's amazing. So.
Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah, so.
The little details on these are cool too.
Yeah, it's a really, really special deck. So I highly recommend adding it to your collection, or if you have a friend who loves tarot, this is really, really amazing. Oh, and I guess I have actually 3 little pieces because I have one other thing I want to show, because these are back in stock for the moment. The handmade, the fabric labels for your knits. And this says, I knit this shit, hand wash or you die. So, add these to
and
your
don't
projects.
you dare put it in the dryer. I'll find you. No. Oh, and we were going to talk about my photo shoot thing with Jeremy for a minute.
Yeah.
So, some of you may follow me on Instagram, some of you may not. But me and Jeremy had a photo shoot for that cowl that I had just tested, and it came out so fun. However, it was a lot. I think we spent like 5 hours on that photo shoot. Like just doing the makeup, and it was just, I love being part of a creative process and things evolving. And so like it was just interesting in that instance of that we started with this concept that we were going to possibly recreate the pattern like in makeup a little bit on my face. So I was fully intending to have like little pine cone needle things like painted on my face and everything like that. And then we got halfway through, and when someone applies makeup or they're doing a makeup look, there's different layers to it. And so what had happened is that Jeremy was doing the yellow onto this side, but he had done undertones of blue onto this side. And then all of a sudden I'm like, that looks badass. Sorry for the swearing on the podcast.
Oh, please, I've said so much worse than that already.
But so he did that, and then all of a sudden we just kind of went with it. And then the results, I think, came out really good.
Oh, they're stunning. Like,
and so
it's beautiful, and you do a really good job of pulling out all the undertones of the cowls. So what we'll do is, why don't we post in all the photos after we sign off, and because then you can show them all, because they're really beautiful. So make sure that you watch this till the end, because it was really amazing.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's really, I kind of was in this mindset that I wanted to do something that I hadn't really seen so much in the knitting community too, which was mixing and making like these hand knits that people spend so much time on them, like really high fashion. And like really like kind of elevate the photo. So that was kind of my idea with that photo, and I'm hoping to do a lot more of them.
Well, I think it was awesome.
Yeah. So maybe like we'll see. Maybe with something that I designed, or maybe if I test another pattern or something like that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. We hope you're having fun with us. As usual, drop your questions below and your requests for Jacob to share photos of him as a teenager.
Don't do it.
Please like and subscribe and share. And stay tuned for photos of Jacob.
No,
of your cowl.
Oh.
The cowl.
Okay, never mind. Stay tuned for that.
Bye.
Not the other thing. Bye. Sorry, I just barely did a live on Insta, and I'm trying to post it right now before I start. Sorry.